Well, hello everybody, and thank you for joining us today for the second session about how to rampage with appreciation. And I would like to represent myself. Myself is Ravital. In short, it's Ravital HN. And we are running here the 30 days process according to Abraham Hicks. We have a group for that on Facebook, and this is me. Not doing what I'm supposed to do. And we have a separate group on Facebook in which we are practicing everything. You can find all the processes over there. You can find all the information, and you can find a lot of support. And you can also join us twice a week for those live open sessions that you can actually participate. Okay, so today we're going to discuss again appreciation. Okay, and to begin with, I would like to ask both of you, okay, about 3 words that jump up into your head immediately as you hear the word appreciation. What that means to you. In person.
Who starts?
You first.
Me?
Yeah, because you're not on mute.
Okay. Love, respect, understanding.
Love, respect, and understanding. Awesome. And you, Judith?
Gratitude, recognition, and love.
Okay, so both of you have love in it. Okay, let me ask you another thing. When you think about those words, who are those words actually relate to?
Well, the people in our families, the people we love around us.
Exactly. So when you think about it, you actually think about your relationship with other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so every time you think about appreciation, you think about your relationship with other people.
Right.
Awesome. Okay, so here what I got. I was thinking a lot about appreciation, and I was thinking about it from the perspective of Abraham. And you know that Abraham doesn't live in the body; they live up there somewhere in some kind of a nebula. And I was listening to them, and what I realized is that when they speak about appreciation, okay, they speak about our human experience in the body as far as being, the creation of our Creator. That's how they see that. They don't care about anything that we have in the physical. They don't care about anything that we have materialistic. For them, appreciation is our relationship with our source. For them, it's the fact that we have a body, that we have a planet, that we have physical life, and we are the expansion of source. Now, when you see it this way, all of a sudden, the proportion of it and the experience of it sounds completely different. And when they talk about appreciation, they talk about the fact that you have, in a way, chosen for your mission. That you actually source expansion in the body. So what's there not to appreciate? What's there not to like? Second. Today I was the one. Today I was the one. So actually what they talk about our human experience. And if you think about the times that they're talking to us, about how much love we have, and how much loved we are, and how much Source appreciates the fact that we're here, and how much, everybody is just watching our experience here. So you actually understand that when they talk about appreciation, they actually talk about the fact that we actually here. Now, as far as they're concerned, everything else is just extra. Now, when you think about it this way, how that makes you feel?
How does it make us feel?
Yeah, how that makes you feel, if you see it this way.
So, just for me to understand, when they talk about appreciation, they mean, did you say how much Source appreciates the fact that we are here?
Yes, that we are extension of Source in the body. We are extensions of Source experience in the body.
So,
you sound a little confused to me.
yeah, I'm a bit confused today.
Yeah.
I was yesterday, so. But I was
So
thinking.
once you think about it this way, how that makes you feel?
What I understood is that appreciation is we should appreciate ourselves because we are part of Source.
Exactly.
So that's what you're trying to tell us.
Yes. Yes. If you look at all the entire process of appreciation, when you listen to Abraham talking about appreciation, did they ever say that you have to appreciate how much money you have in your bank account?
Mm. Mm.
No. Did they ever ask you to appreciate your physical assets? They don't. The thing is that we, as human, we have this selector in our brain, and we hear whatever we want. We hear according to our physical experience. That's what we do. We translate things to our reality. And if we give it a moment and say, well, what's appreciation from Source perspective? What that means? Just imagine that you are, let's say, you have kids.
It means that Source really.
Say again?
It means that Source really appreciate us going through this physical experience.
Endeavor sometimes.
For Source to explain.
Yeah. So you actually, what I say is that we actually appreciate the fact that Source, okay, gave us or enable us to have that experience of Source in this particular body, because there are endless experiences, but we chose to participate in this one. Just imagine that the experience here is limited, okay? Is limited. It's limited because we have to have a body to carry us. It's not infinite ether. You have to have a body to carry you. It's like going to buy a car. You have to have a car in order to drive. So all of a sudden that looks completely different, isn't it? All of a sudden you realize that there's so many out there that actually wants to participate in this experience and they cannot. All of a sudden you understand that there are so many out there that would like to be in this planet and they cannot. They have to live on their spaceship bubble. And just think that we have this free will. And as Abraham said, we're so free that we can choose bondage. It's pretty amazing once you think about it this way, right?
Yes, pretty cool.
You see, when I'm trying to look at this and when I'm trying to expand it, you see, when actually, when you appreciate, actually what you say, you validate your experience. You validate the fact that you're participating in this experience. You participate in this game. You come from a place of approval. Okay, I have been. I chose this mission. I got it. I got my wish from Source. Okay, so Source and me are part of one unit here. And I enjoy that. I like it. Yeah. And from that place of what?
A good reason to get up in the morning, I guess.
Exactly. And when you think about it from that perspective, okay, all of a sudden you feel really important. All of a sudden you feel significant for yourself, regardless of your connection, regardless of your bank account, regardless of your assets, regardless of your achievements, regardless of everything you're trying to do.
On a mission.
Exactly.
Oops. I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah. So, actually, if you think about it from that perspective, that being a source experience in the body, and actually appreciation the fact, the basic fact that you're a source experience in the body, in the physical, all of a sudden, appreciation becomes a startup point, a vibration set up, okay, for me being willing just to carry the life that I have. Me being willing to be happy, to be content, to participate in this experience.
Mm-hmm.
And everything on top of it is extra. Actually, if you think about it. So now, if you start to appreciate all the things that you have done and you have already accomplished, okay, in your physical experience, okay, now what you're saying to Source, oh, that was so fun, I'm ready for more. And I think you're already familiar with me saying I'm ready for more. Because what you say, you actually give directions to Source about the positive experiences of what you want, okay, and actually feed the law of attraction with your vibration of what you want to bring. Because if you think about it, the law of attraction is another servant of Source of the entire creation.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So since Source is energy, the law of attraction is energy too. So if you think about it, okay, the law of attraction is another archangel. So the laws of your universe is actually angels in the service of God, of Source. Now, since we're working on a free will universe, okay, so no matter what you choose, it's going to be given to you. So if you're about to appreciate all the beautiful things, or let's say the positive, or the things that you want more of, okay, you actually activate those angels, the law of attraction, to bring you more of that. If you start complaining about all the things you don't like, you activate this vibration that is going to activate the law of vibration to bring you more of that you're complaining about.
Yeah, and don't try to appreciate the negative. It doesn't work.
You can appreciate the negative. No, this is really, really important. You want to appreciate the negative from a positive perspective.
Yeah, when you are in the positive, it's easy to appreciate the negative. When you are in the negative, it's really difficult to appreciate the negative.
Not only the negative, when you're in the negative, you don't even see the positive.
Oh, yeah, and it's very difficult to appreciate anything.
Exactly. Let's go for one of the most extreme, okay? I don't like to give those examples, but sometimes it's important. Let's think about people who are homeless. What do they have to appreciate? But if you think about it, that actually, yeah, but if you think about it, they're actually experiencing their free will, and they experience and they actually provide with source an experience that the human civilization actually wants to extinct. Okay, so you can actually understand that wholeness is some kind of a secret agent, okay, on behalf of source to explore those boundaries of the human experience that the human experience wants to extinct. It doesn't want to have it anymore. It's like a survey. Okay, we don't want that. Why? Because it's. But go and say that to a homeless, he's going to chop your head. So actually, what they do their mission on default. And it's not that I'm telling to anyone to become homeless.
No.
Because this is attraction that comes from a lot of anger, from the lowest of the emotional scale. So what we're saying here that if you have negative experiences, and you're going to have negative experience because that's what it's all about. That's the game. The game is playing, with aligning, okay, and disaligning, with being connected and being disconnected. To be aligned from your heart, okay, and from your higher self, and then to be disconnected, playing your ego. But if you're playing with your ego, okay, and you're still on the positive vibration of it, you understand that you're actually playing with that kind of contrast, okay, then it's not a negative experience. Funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really difficult, and I know once something really, how to say, sad, so to say, happen to you. Okay, let's say you get bad news about somebody who's extremely significant for you. Okay, and you have to play that game. Okay, you have to be positive. You have to be positive, or to keep yourself positive as you experience this negative experience. It can be a real challenge. But if you get into this game, okay, that kind of mindset is not going to hold for too long. It might hold for a few hours. But it's not going to have a grip on your life and actually completely destroy them or shut you off completely. Sometimes people say, try to look at this from source perspective, and we think, what source perspective? Come on, man, I'm here in the body, this guy's giving me a hard time, I just want to get rid of it. Now I have to love that person, I have to love this experience, I had to enjoy that. Okay, but you have all these choices to enjoy it or not to enjoy it, so what do you prefer?
To enjoy.
Exactly.
You can always walk away.
You can always walk away. Yeah, you can always choose another game. And another thing that they are saying all the time, if you're falling off of an airplane, okay, and what they mean once you're falling off an airplane, okay, that if there's a momentum running, you're in the middle of the fight, okay, somebody's punching you all over and you have to punch back. You cannot just say, sorry, I'm going away. This is not my game. It's not going to happen. Huh?
What do they mean when they say you're falling from an airplane? And what?
When you're falling in an airplane, that means like there's an avalanche. Like there's some kind of a tsunami. There's some kind of an earthquake. There's some kind of a momentum that is running. Okay, yeah. It's
okay.
You're in the middle of a situation. It's a situation that had already been built up. You're in it. You cannot stop it. It's like they say you want to make a U-turn on a highway, okay? So you being on a highway, this is a flying airplane. Okay, if you want to stop this airplane, you cannot. The only thing, you're like falling off an airplane. This is like you on the highway. What they say that you have to wait until it's going to over. And if you want to change this, it's like you're on a highway and you want to make a U-turn. First, you have to slow down until you actually stopping, so the momentum is over. Okay, and then you start again as a U-turn.
All right. When they say that you're falling out of an airplane, do you have the how do we call that? Are you gonna die?
No.
Or do you have the
Flying off an airplane, it's an image, it's a metaphor that they give. If you're flying off an airplane and you have no parachute and you're mostly going to die, and for them it's not such a bad thing. It's not such a bad thing because you can always start again.
Somewhere.
Smarter and wiser, and for them that's it. There's nothing you can do. It's a momentum that you built already. It's like running into an accident. You run into an accident. That's it.
Okay.
When they say falling off an airplane, it means they say that you run yourself into an unwanted situation. That's what they mean.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. You run yourself into an unwanted situation. You created an undesirable manifestation. Now you have to wait until the energy is going to be sucked out, completely done. And how you do this? Stopping feeding it with energy.
Okay, so you wait until it's finished.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do about it to make it faster is not feeding it with more energy. And what it means not to feed it with energy, not to think about it, not to continue dealing with it. Just live it.
Okay, let's just suppose for a second that we're really in an airplane and it's really going to crash, for real. Okay, and apparently we all set ourselves up to be there. And
so you prepare that some kind of an alien spaceship is going to be on you that is going to take you like the...
I'm not going to visualize that. No, thanks.
No.
Think of it as a show. I'm just thinking, like in a live situation, things happen. I mean, every day you watch the news.
Things don't just happen. Things don't just happen.
Well, that's what I mean. Things happen. So I'm trying to see, like we're learning that everything that we get involved in, we manifest it.
I can tell you remember that Tuesday that my headset didn't work and I had to reset the entire thing again.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, that doesn't make sense. It never happened to me before. But believe it or not, there was a very strong vibration going around, which I felt, but I was not aware of at the moment. And I've been told about it a few hours later. Nothing happened for no reason.
No. But
even you call someone and that person doesn't hear you, okay?
Mm.
There's always something over there.
What's the reason of that? Because I cannot hear you very well today.
No, we're trying our best to hear you.
You're off your center. You're off your center. Yeah.
I'm off my center.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all off our center. So being off our center. Let's get back.
I know that.
I really.
Listen, I want to go back to I want to go back to the appreciation experience, and the appreciation experience says that regardless of everything that you go through, it's like somebody gave you it's like somebody granted you, okay, to Harvard School, to Yale. Somebody granted you. You have been granted with this life. You have been granted with falling off an airplane. You have been granted with going into with choosing walking into an accident.
Right.
You have been granted.
Okay, shall we
to go through those experiences? Repeat.
Okay. Shall we talk about we've been granted to be happy and stuff like that?
That's your
Instead?
choice. That's your choice. It's like part of your curriculum. It's part of what's on your agenda. You can choose happiness and you can choose misery. Nobody tells you what to choose.
Yeah.
You have been granted with a free access. Everything is free for you. But you can make up your mind. You can make up your mind. You can say, okay, I have been granted, but this is my major. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to study. If you want to shift and change, you can shift and change. It's up to you. And at the requirement of the system as you got into it. Isn't that simple?
Yes, it is.
Now, do you want to complicate it?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to complicate it?
Hmm?
How do you want to complicate it?
I cannot hear you.
How do you want to complicate it?
I don't want to
Okay.
complicate it.
That's what I thought. I thought you just didn't hear me properly. So, I think that the idea is really clear if you think about it from that perspective. If you think about life from perspective of source experience in the body, when you understand from the place of being granted into this mission, so to say, into this experience, then you can always walk away. If you decided that this experience is no longer wanted for you, nobody is going to judge you for walking out of it. It's only you and your experience.
Like not getting on the plane.
No, or just getting on a plane that you're not going to follow. A plane that is going to take you to your destination safe and happy. I have to say, really, just one of my most safe moments, okay, is when we take off on a flight. This is the most exciting moment for me. I think this is one of the most exciting moments for me. As I sit on the airplane and those engines are starting to roar, and the rolls are going to go on the runway. I'm excited. At the moment, the plane is, the front wheels are going to, get off the ground. Okay. Oh, you have to see me. Some people are shaking the tail off. But me, oh no, I'm in heaven. And as we started to take off and I feel those engines roaring, I am so excited. I just want the plane to take off forever. I wish it could take off forever, This is my most excitement moment, I think, of everything. They close the doors. I feel like I'm out of time. I'm
more excited when it's landing, to be honest.
Be my guest. Be my guest.
I like to be underwater when I dive underwater, like in my parents' pool.
Not with the airplane.
No, I just love being underwater because of the silence.
Oh yeah.
There's
I don't know how silent it is. If you think about it, there's so much you can hear you can hear something.
Yeah. It's not silent at all.
I could hear myself. I'll hear nothing around me. I'll hear absolutely nothing. It's just like shutting the door on the world completely.
You know what I would do?
Oh well.
You know what I would do? Start talking to your angels.
Yes, I guess. Sure.
Start talking to your angels. You got the best. You found it.
Oh, my dream is to have an indoor-outdoor big pool, so I could do laps every morning. That's my biggest dream.
Okay, so now get into appreciation of this wonderful pool that you have, and to the experience. And here you get it. Source is going to say, "Oh, she wants more of that. We're going to expand this way." Just think about it. Yeah. Okay, so I think today's session is had been really understood. I think we got it. I think the point is clear. If you have any more questions, comments to make, this is your last chance before we're shutting off.
I don't know if you could say it's really connected, but I guess everything is connected, so I'll ask anyway.
Okay.
I don't know, I guess when you learn a lot of things, you get overwhelmed a bit, and I'm just having a hard time making sure that I'm clear on Rampage, gratitude, and affirmations, you know? Like when you talk about doing affirmations or doing a gratitude journal, it's all a bit similar, but different as well. Like a rampage is what this is what I wrote. A rampage is when you're appreciating something, but you're saying how much you love something and how much you appreciate it. Gratitude journal would be a list of all the things you love or all the things that you're thankful for, and then affirmations would be another list of like I love my car, I love my husband, I love my whatever, things like that. Or like I just want to try to make it more.
With affirmations, it's better if you put the I out and you say, and you don't say love, you say loving myself completely and unconditionally, loving the sweet child within me, appreciating blah blah blah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, when it comes to affirmation, I would say it's more as a permission slip. Okay, what do you give yourself permission to be or have or experience? That's the affirmation is.
I'm not sure I hear you properly. I don't.
When it comes to affirmation, you affirm the things that you want to enhance. It's
Okay.
the same like gratitude, but in a different aspect. All those things are of the same family.
It's all related, I know.
Yes, it's all of the same family.
Yeah, and you should do all those things from a high-flying disc.
If you do them from a high-flying disc, your list is going to be endless. You will never stop. You will have, it's going to start and it will never end.
It's intended to get me to the flying disc.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but if you're on a low-flying disc and you're trying to do that, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, I guess it would. I wouldn't
That's what
recognize.
Abraham said.
That what? If
That's
you're on
what
the high-flying
Abraham
disc, it's
said.
not going to work. It's not going to work on your high-flying disc.
No, I said I won't recognize it because
Oh.
I'm not following.
If you're on a low-flying disc, it doesn't work.
No, you cannot. No. Even you think about it, Abraham are saying that you have to become to be optimistic. You started high on the emotional scale. Okay, gratitude is not something that you can feel when you're angry and you're upset and you're no. That's what I say.
You cannot be angry and saying loving myself completely and unconditionally. You're not gonna mean it.
I can do that, but
yeah? Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I did it yesterday.
Yes, and I can tell you another thing. If you give yourself love when you're angry, okay, you're not going to hold to this anger for too long. Unless you're using the anger as some kind of a weapon or a tool against something or for something or whatever, okay? If you love yourself and you don't judge yourself at this moment, okay, you're not going to stay in anger for too long. It's not going to have a strong grip on you.
Yeah.
Seriously, try it.
Okay. I tried it yesterday. Yeah.
So how was it?
So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on that, and I'll get back to you guys.
Say again?
Okay.
I said I'm going to get back on that and get back to you guys. I'm going to write all my rampage and my gratitude and my affirmations, and I'll send them all to you.
Listen, one of the things that I see that you're using your analytic brain all the time. Yeah, you're using your analytic brain. You're all the time trying to segregate things. Okay, this is this, this is this is. You're trying to order them and feel.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying to you, it doesn't really matter. The idea is to get into the essence of the feeling of it. Just getting the vibration. And one of the things that, if you think about it, that words can be so confusing.
True.
Yeah, the use of words, okay? And when actually what we're trying to do, we're trying to express verbally, okay, an experience, okay, that is actually vibrational. How many words do we have to express vibration? You can have 6,000 words in English to express a certain emotion, but how many words do you have to express vibration in the body? This is a new vocabulary
Yeah,
that
language.
we are building up now. We don't
But
have those words.
I thought, you had to rampage a certain way and have gratitude journal in a certain way and affirmations,
No,
or else it won't work.
just mix it all up together. Me, when I write, I start by writing appreciation journal, and then I end up writing I love myself and anything. Then you might go into writing about being in the vortex, and then you might come back about what you're appreciating. Doesn't
Okay, so
matter. It's
just
all
like
about
a
vibration.
journal, a regular journal that you can write in every day, type of thing. That's what
Yeah,
I'm good at that. I start
right.
something, I start writing, and then I can't stop. Just goes.
You see, the thing is
Yeah.
that once we are working on the 30-day process, Fine, give me a second.
If
When you
being
work on the
organized,
30-day,
yeah.
if you think about the 30-day process that we're doing, okay, what I see that you start diving into your deep waters, okay, when it comes to appreciation, with the book of positive aspects and gratitude lists and affirmations, you start diving into those deep waters, okay? You can do this if you want to take it as a hobby, okay? But when it comes to the 30-day process, you don't need to do it more than 5 minutes. That's it. And you can do it later in the evening before you go to sleep.
Okay.
That's it. Don't make a whole ritual out of gratitude. Don't make a whole ritual out of, don't make a ceremony out of it, you know? Don't worship it. There's nothing in it. It's just a vibration that we're trying to create by building an experience. That's all.
It's a starting point, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you very much. We are going to continue next week with another two sessions, and we're going to go to the process number 2. And I'm going to post it, so you're going to find it out. If you have any requests or any questions, you are invited to share them with me on the group on Facebook. And I'm taking them in consider, and I'm going to answer them.
Thank
If
you.
there's something in particular you want to talk about, just let me know. One of the things that I'm thinking about is to introduce people more into the energy reading things, because I think a lot of people don't really understand what it is all about to be able to read energy. So this is my next project here. So thank you very much for showing up. Thank you for everybody who was watching us on YouTube.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you both.
Bye-bye.
Bye.